If you are a self-made female breadwinner in your late 20s and 30s and you want to get leaner and feel confident in literally anything that you wear, but you want to do so without giving up your social life or tanking your metabolism even more than you already have, this video is for you. And more specifically, this is for you if you feel like the amount of effort that you're putting in doesn't match your results. You feel like you've done all the things, you're trying all the things, but just nothing is working. If you have achieved a lot in life, but being able to keep the weight off is not one of those things. If you are done guessing and you want a data driven approach and a real strategy, if you want your results to be just as impressive in the next 5, 10 years, even as they are in the next 90 days, and if you are truly ready to make a change and you know that you need the help, then keep watching. So who am I? I am Audrey. I have my master's in exercise science. I'm a functional nutritionist, and I've been in the health and fitness space for the last 9 years. At this point, I've helped 2,332 women and counting, to be exact. And I think most importantly, I have been in your shoes. I lost 40 pounds. I did it through keto and cutting out all carbs. But of course, I couldn't sustain that. So I gained it all back. And then at that point, I had to figure out a strategy to actually be able to keep it off. And I have done so for the last 6 years now. So you're probably here because you have been trying on your own, but it has just not worked no matter how hard you try. You've likely invested in functional doctors, but maybe they just gave you a list of supplements without any real coaching. You might have invested in other coaches, but it didn't pan out for you. Maybe you've worked with personal trainers, but you're still here. You still feel stuck. You have probably tried lots of different diets from intermittent fasting, Optavia, Weight Watchers, keto, but you regained the weight again because you couldn't sustain it. And maybe at this point, your clothes aren't fitting, your confidence is impacting your social life, you miss feeling like you, and you know that you are capable of so much more. So this is our 4-phase metabolic makeover method. This is what is responsible for the 2,332 transformations. So where we start is in the metabolic assessment phase. And in this phase, we are going to analyze your hormones, your metabolism, and your baseline habits so that we can finally understand what is holding you back, understand the root cause without guessing or wasting time on cookie cutter plans. So we're not just throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks or blindly throwing darts at a dartboard. And then from there, we know whether your body is in need of the metabolic priming phase or if we can go into the fat loss acceleration phase. And this is where that customization and individualization comes in. So a lot of our clients, again, they are trying to do all the things, but their body is just stuck in fat storing mode. And this is when it makes most sense to go into our metabolic priming phase. So in this phase, we reset your metabolism and we're rebuilding your body's foundation. Essentially, think of it as like getting your body into homeostasis. And we do so with more food, better recovery, and increased strength so that fat loss actually sticks next time and without wrecking your energy and your hormones. And in some cases, you're ready for fat loss. You just needed a more tailored plan and you needed the right support system. So you've probably been told that fat loss means restriction, exhaustion, and giving up all of the fun in life, but I can promise you that is not what we are about here. So in the fat loss acceleration phase, your protocols are designed to last beyond just a few weeks where you're feeling motivated. It is much more sustainable than what you have tried in the past. And in this phase, you are dropping the stubborn body fat, your clothes are fitting better, you're feeling way more confident, and you're doing so without stupid food rules or living life like a monk. Let's just call it as it is. And lastly is our lifestyle integration phase. This is the most important phase. I'm going to assume that you actually want a permanent change. And this is exactly what this phase does. I also am assuming you don't want to live your life logging every bite of food or wondering when the weight rebound is going to happen. So in this phase, we're logging in your results and we're giving you the tools to actually be able to sustain them long term so that you can still live your life, enjoy food, and know that your metabolism will hold steady without the fear of backsliding. Emily is living proof of what is possible with the Metabolic Makeover Method. She is a 39-year-old supervisor in recreation. So she is super, super busy. Before, Emily was working out 6 days a week. She was eating 1,500 calories consistently. She had low energy. She lost her confidence. And after the metabolic makeover method, she's leaner, stronger. Like this picture shows it all. She looks incredible. She's lost 20 pounds. She's eating over 2,000 calories a day, and she's regained her energy and her confidence. Stephanie is a 28-year-old full-time working mom. She has lost over 30 pounds, and she didn't just lose the weight, but you can see she's literally completely transformed her body. She sent us this message in our client chat. She said that last year for Muffins and Mom, she didn't even take a full body pic, but she wasn't even conscious of it. And after 8 months with MMA, she's feeling incredible, strong, and confident. And she says a totally new person and a better mom. Carrie, a 31-year-old business owner, before she was dealing with a lot of hormonal issues from being on hormonal birth control. She had acne, she had bad PMS, and she kept regaining the weight because she was going back to the same restrictive diets. She has lost 21 pounds. She's got glowing skin, minimal PMS. She has an entirely new wardrobe and is literally rocking any outfit she wears. And the most important and like the coolest part about this is she's actually sustained her results for over a year now without somebody hand holding her. And Christine is a 49-year-old global account manager. So yes, a lot of our clients are, in their 30s or in their late 20s, but we also have so many success stories of clients who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s. And Christine, she had told me on our first call that she was eating 1,400 calories with her last coach, and she just kept slowly gaining weight. And even though she had tried to lose it on her own after that at 1,200 calories, nothing was budging. So she was just stuck at the same weight here on the left for literal years. She was also dealing with a lot of bloating and gut health issues, and she was just starting to feel burnt out, as anybody would when you are not seeing the result for your effort. Now she is 24 pounds down and counting. She has a lot of flexibility within her nutrition. She has meals that she doesn't track, or, days where she's not tracking. She can go out to eat with her girlfriends or date nights. She also has done a complete 180 with her gut health, and she's not experiencing any more bloating. And the coolest part about it all is she's eating 500 more calories on the right than she was on the left. So whether you are navigating travel, a super busy schedule, hormonal issues, gut health issues, or just really big life changes and life transitions, we adapt and mold the plan to you. And I think it's so important to understand that you are not a snowflake. So many of our clients thought they were. They all said the same thing. Like, I've tried all the things. I've, done all the different diets. I've worked with, different coaches or functional doctors, and it didn't work out, right? And so it can be scary because you're like, how is this any different? But I promise you, it's just a matter of the fact that you haven't had a plan that was actually designed for your body, your lifestyle, and your body's needs, because everybody has different needs. I'm not going to read through all of these, or we would be here for hours. But if you want to just take a pause and read through some of the things that our clients have said about working with us, I highly suggest that you do so. So I bet that right now you are thinking, I'm too busy for this, right? I need to wait for life to slow down. I don't have the time to dedicate to this. And that's what all of our clients thought as well. And there's never going to be a perfect time. You're probably thinking now isn't the right time. But again, there's going to be reasons why even a year from now isn't the right time. And truly the only right time is the time that you decide to make it the right time, because it's in your hands. You might also be thinking, nothing has worked for me in the past, so how is this any different? And I want to challenge you and remind you that what's different about this is that we're actually providing clarity on a clear plan built for you specifically, with built-in support to keep you consistent and accountable every single day. And this is not a one size fits all. This is one that fits into your lifestyle instead of completely taking it over, completely overhauling it. Because if we told you that you have to be in the gym every single day, that you have to do endless cardio and cut out specific foods and never have a sip of alcohol, you might be like, there's no way. And I would totally understand. I want to make sure though that I'm talking to the right woman. So this is not for you if you need convincing that your health and your body are worth a true investment. Your body and the way that you feel in your confidence is and should be your number one priority. Because I can tell you from personal experience that when you look better and you feel better, every other area of your life flourishes. The coolest thing is that our clients will tell us they got the promotion, or they met their dream man, or they decided to have the confidence to start a business. And that is the investment that you get in return. It's not just about, looking better or looking great in a bikini. That's part of it, but it's about the fact that this is the gateway to a better life. This is not for you if you think that you can do it on your own, because at this point, you probably have had months, if not years, if not even decades of trying to do it on your own. So if you could do it on your own, don't you think that we would be there by now? And this is not for you if you're not ready to be coached and truly held accountable to a higher standard. We are, in the best way possible, going to hold you accountable to showing up as the best version of you every single day. If you have made it this far in the video, that already tells me that you are serious about wanting to make a change and wanting to work towards your goals. All you have to do from here is click the link below, fill out the form, and book your strategy call. On that call, we are going to go over where you've been, what you've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and what specific goals you are wanting to work towards, just to give us clarity around whether or not we can actually help you. And then from there, if it makes sense to, we will map out exactly what your journey would look like with us in detail. Just know that spots are limited because we need to give each client the attention they deserve. This is a very detailed process and coaching experience. So if it all aligns, just make sure that you are ready to go, and know that you do not have to figure this out alone. We will walk you through every step of the way. And we look forward to hopefully speaking to you soon.